And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to another episode of the Napoli Rant. I am Raff, Bizz, joined by my co-host, the vicar of Vesuvius, Raffa.
What's up, Raff Pizarro?
How are you, Raffa? Good to see you.
It's good. I'm good. It's good to see you too. We're back from holiday, right? We had our little holiday episode a couple weeks ago, and
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to everybody. Buon anno, buone feste. Hope everybody had a nice, safe, happy, relaxing holiday. Unlike mine, it was safe, but it wasn't relaxing. It was a lot of work.
This is hell week for us.
Hell week, brother. Hell week. Yeah. But I gotta say, I liked our little get together for the YouTube only show. Worked the little kinks out. There were little sound issues and some stuff to work out on my end. But I think we're good to go now. But happy to be back. Happy to be ready for this the return of Serie A. Right, Serie A, the Serie A Wars.
The Serie A Wars, baby. Return of the Calcio, right? Speaking of Return of Calcio, welcome back to all our live viewers as well as our audio listeners. Let's get this rant on the road. But before we do that, show your support by subscribing to our YouTube channel and be sure to give this episode a like. All right, do that as the force continues. Yes, Rafa, open your beers. Let's get ready today. We are super excited, obviously, this week because Calcio is back. That's right, Serie A starting after a good month-long break for the World Cup, seeing Argentina win it. We are back. Everybody's super excited. This Wednesday, Napoli take on Inter Milan in Milan. Oh, man. It's going to be awesome. Everybody's super excited. Lots of different emotions kind of running around, excitement, nervous. But I think overall, though, it's just good to have Napoli back because I really missed it, Rafa. What say you?
Oh, I mean, as much as I enjoyed the World Cup, I really, really did. It was a good placeholder to sort of like, keep us entertained and keep our pique our interest. But honestly, I've been dying without Napoli and it's nice to finally have it back. Pasquale asks if I'm going to keep the tree up until Befana comes or all year. I know you vote all year, but I don't know how well that goes over in the house. The thing is that it goes down after Befana. All of it does, even the Napoli tree. But I believe 1 year we tried to keep the tree up and with intentions that it was good luck for Napoli and it didn't work out. So we're taking the tree down this year. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys like it. I noticed in message boards and in, comments on social media that everybody liked my tree, and I appreciate that. We put one up every year. We try to get some new ornaments for it every year. It's really cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, maybe next year, Raff, we do some Napoli Rant ornaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we gotta get the swag going. We're getting there.
We're getting there. It's coming. But very excited about the season starting again. Wednesday, a full slate of games, all 10 games, 2 games each time slot too. It's like 6:45 or 6:30. There's 2 games. Then again at 8, there's 2 games. At 10, there's 2 games. At 12, there's 2 games, and then at 2:45. The CBS crew is going to be in studio all day long, which is pretty cool, I think. And yeah, man, Inter-Napoli, what a way to come back, huh?
Yeah, and it's coming back when all of a sudden on Twitter it starts. Some of the banter already starting, and I love that.
Absolutely.
But I think that's kind of like that's part of it, right? I mean, it's like here we go. So I'm cool with it. Right? What's a little calcio without banter, man? So
you have to have the banter, absolutely. Well, the latest,
and the pressure's on, isn't it?
The pressure's on, but the latest, I believe, is that the referee is actually from Milano. So now each set of fan bases are getting ready to either blame it on he might be a Milan fan and anti-Inter,
okay,
or Napoli will get screwed because the guy's an Interista. You know what I mean? So I think both fan bases are looking already towards the referee to to sort of bottle this. And I don't know. I feel like, Napoli at full strength against an Inter that should be also at full strength. I did see that Brozovic is going to miss the game. So that's a pretty good. He's been playing really, really well this year. So that's a big missing from them. I'm sure Lautaro Martinez is back from the World Cup. It's been 2 weeks now, and he should be back with the team. But there's a chance he's not. We'll see.
Even Lukaku is saying that he's ready.
Lukaku's ready.
Maybe not to start, but it's possible maybe he can assume some kind of bench role for that game to try to make a late impact.
Could be.
We'll see on that. But he hasn't played in a little while, so I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what.
I think he came in. I think he came in a couple weeks before. Like, I remember when we went to the Champions League outing where he returned from injury, but then I think it was a game or two later he had to go back out because he re-aggravated it. And he did play at the World Cup, so I'm sure he'll be back. With Inter. So there's that. Also, should probably mention the tri-state meet. I see in here, Michele is asking for watch party on Mercoledì.
Possibly for the Discord. I think that's what Miguel is talking about. But Gaetano right under him confirmed
right.
We'll have the meet at Luna Wednesday.
La Luna in Nutley, right? Yes.
Tri-state Napoli group. So
yeah.
I might be there. I don't know.
I won't be able to be there, Raff. So if you can get there to represent, that'd be great. But if not, I'm sorry, guys. This Wednesday is just too insane for me. I might not even be able to concentrate on the Calcio because of work. It'll be on for sure, but we definitely. I plan on hitting a couple of group meets soon. I know that they plan on doing the Roma one, a big one for that. So I'm going to try to get to that. But I hope you guys really, really have some fun. It's nice that we're back. The group is together and strong, and we're all doing some big things, especially now that everything's back. It's just back to normal, man. Right? This felt like another off season, didn't it?
Oh, it really did. It really did. I mean, you can say that the month went by quick, but it felt long. I don't know. I don't know. It was, but I did miss it. I did miss it.
I mean, I think
it was the routine. Because when we've been doing this now, like every Monday,
we hit a brick wall with this whole World Cup, man. Right? I mean, it's funny because we talked a few times. Oh, we should go back. And then it was like, we tried getting back together to do a few things.
Work is stupid.
But the holidays were just so crazy, and we just couldn't do it. But hey, we're back at it. This will be match day 16. So another win and a draw, and we are Campioni d'Inverno.
Yes.
It's nice to have this nice 8-point lead to come back to, right? I mean,
and tell them what else happened, Raffa. A couple things happened outside of Italy that now Napoli is.
Right. Yes.
Tell everybody about that. Was a fun fact that you.
Fun fact is, and that's one of the things everybody's worried about. How are we going to come back? How are we going to look, after being off all this time? Is the momentum done? This and that. I can tell you that there was I don't remember exactly what team it was, but there was a Turkish team that was unbeaten and they came back and lost. Then there was Benfica and PSG, who were both unbeaten in their leagues. They both lost.
Yeah.
Granted, PSG. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say about PSG. I heard Ruiz had a stinker.
He had a stinker. He did. Yeah. So I watched the game. They won. They did win their first game back, but they lost yesterday. They've played 2 games already. Neymar got a red card in their first match, so he was out. So was Messi, and it was only Mbappe with the usual suspects. With Verratti, Ruiz played. He didn't play that great, and they lost to Lens, who is in now 4 points behind them in second. But, you had Benfica, who had an 8-point lead. They lost. Porto won, so now it's 5. PSG had the 7-point lead. They lost. Now it's a 4-point lead. And here's our 8-point lead coming in. We got to play Inter. So trending it seems like we're going to come back and lose this game. But I tell you what, those teams all
a lot of
had
people
a
have
lot
been saying that. I
well,
disagree.
well, when you follow the trend, all these
Yeah.
unbeaten teams that come back and now they're out of rhythm, right?
Okay.
But the difference is, to me, is that we've only had 5 players missing for the World Cup.
Right.
Most of them got back pretty early. And our injuries healed. Kvara is back. Rahmani should be back, right? And
it feels like Napoli almost profited the most out of the break.
Exactly.
We were able to recuperate. You could tell by the end.
And that was what we wanted this whole time. Like going into this World Cup break, we thought, okay, we don't have to worry. It's not too many of our players out, and we have injuries that are going to heal. They're not missing playing time while they heal, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So also everybody's been training together all month long. It's not like we've been sitting on our hands doing nothing. We played 4 friendlies and we've been training all together. So, we do have that advantage over the other teams that were unbeaten coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little alarming, I have to say. I think it's a little alarming that every team that was unbeaten lost on their return to the leagues.
True, but PSG, how many of those guys went to the final?
Almost all of them.
I think this is. I don't know if that is the reason. Like, I'm not sure. What was in Neymar's head. I'm not sure. But I think if you look at it as in an energy perspective, right? As far as health and I think Napoli has the better advantage overall.
Right.
And especially the fact that Inter may have some issues in their midfield. Meanwhile, our midfield is practically completely rested. I know Anguissa had some games. I know Zielinski had some games, but not a whole ton. Lobotka was home. So to me, if there's going to be a battle in the midfield and which midfield wins, I think we have the upper hand in this case as far as like what we expect to see on the field. So I'm not. I guess it begs the question, Raffa, for Wednesday. Are you nervous internally?
Am I nervous internally?
Yeah.
Well, I have to say.
No. I'm not nervous. I'm strapped.
Of course, it's not going to give me the phrase I need.
No, man, we're strapped here.
Weak.
Powers all weak.
There it is. Your powers are weak.
We had to keep up with the theme of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So we're ready.
Inter are not prepared for the dark side.
Inter lose, they will.
Never underestimate the power of the dark side. Yeah, I'm not too worried, man.
Inter lose, they will.
Napoli win, Napoli lose, they won't.
Cavani sono io vostro. But I'm not. I'm really not. I think this is just Daniel. I'm a Napoli fan. Every time we take the field, I experience a sense of terror, but I am confident nonetheless. That's kind of like where I'm getting at right now. I think that naturally we always, as Napolitans, we always get a little bit nervous. So I get it, but I'm a little bit more confident this time. And it's for the reasons I said, the fact that we're rested, the fact that we're on this high. Now, I guess I know in the past, Raffa, like, we've seen Napoli kind of like stink it up for the second half, but I don't feel the same way because I don't think this is the same team. What's going on?
I don't either. I'm sorry. I'm super distracted by my lightsaber that won't stop.
It
just
would
won't
do that.
stop. Put it down.
Take,
Stop.
take the bat. Stop it.
I'm also
bad
crying,
lightsaber.
laughing. I'm crying at this. Gaetano says we get the cut sabers.
I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do something. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. His God flips saber. Out though. God saber.
My shiny cut saber.
Don't hold it like that, bro.
Don't hold it like that. And then Dan, may the Forza be with you. Oh,
may the Forza be with you. That was
we missed a big opportunity on a slogan here, man.
Yeah, right.
That's brilliant. May the Forza be with you. I love it.
Right.
I absolutely love it.
Oh man.
But listen. What were you saying? Sorry, I don't know. By this light.
By the saber stroking.
Saber stroking.
No, I'm just not nervous, man. I think we'll be fine. I think we're gonna beat them. I think at worst it's a draw, and I only say that because we're playing away. But I'm not too worried. And I'll tell you, we'll talk about that later. But some individual performances that I expect. But I think, for the Inter friendlies, they did pretty good. They won almost all of them. I think they tied one, whatever. But you take those things with a grain of salt, especially because Napoli lost. Most of them are tied or not won, or I think 1-1. But I don't really care about the friendlies because we saw what happened over the summer. But guys, what do you think in the chat, man? So now he's nervous.
Tell me what you think. No, listen. Cal, I like what he said. We already won in that stadium. It all really comes down to how we're gonna perform. After a lengthy time off. We definitely kept in shape. We have injuries returning, Kvara, like we said, Romani and what have you. But and avoided injury in the World Cup, that's big as well.
That's big time.
But if we can find the way we played when we left, which I don't see why we can't, I don't think there's any stopping us, honestly. Cal's point, we won in Milan already. Dom is predicting a 3-1. I don't see why not, really. And then pretty soon this Berezinski deal should be going through. We should be able to have some help at the right back position. That's going to come out big, especially since Coppa Italia is starting this month as well. It's a stacked January.
I want to actually put, now that you said about stacked January, Michael Rinaldi asked a question, Raffa. Maybe we can give a quick little prediction. How many points do we get in the next 5 games? Inter, Juve, Roma, Sampdoria, and Salernitana, right?
Yeah, and not necessarily in that order. It's I believe it's Inter, Samp, Juve, Salernitana, Roma. I think that's the order. But
5 games. I'm going to spitball about 11 points, 11 to 12. Let me see.
I could see 13.
13.
Yeah, one draw, maybe the draw, maybe the Roma game a draw.
Roma game a draw. Okay.
Maybe the Inter game a draw. I did have an expression of what am I trying to say? I expressed to some people that I feel that Inter could be a team that beats us. Now, whether that's Wednesday or in the return match remains to be seen. I think Inter have a great team when they're playing well and firing on all cylinders. They can beat anybody in the league. I don't, some results don't really reflect that right now, but I do believe that they have what it takes to be a team that beats us. Juve is Well, after Inter, it's Sampdoria. We should be able to wipe the floor with Sampdoria. Sorry, they're dreadful.
Yeah,
dreadful. Right. They've scored 6 goals all season. They're dreadful. And that's a home game. Then I believe
Roma's
we
home.
have
Cal told us Roma's at home.
Roma's at home. Juve's at home.
I think we're gonna beat Juve.
We have already beaten Roma, right?
I think we're gonna beat Juve.
We have what's that? We're definitely gonna be Juve.
Yeah, I know. They said Pogba's not gonna be there. They're
Pogba's not ready to return. I mean, I guess Di Maria will be back, but now no Vlahovic.
No Vlahovic.
Vlahovic is gonna miss 3 games, and then one of those games is Napoli.
Really?
We've got the momentum here. Salernitana. I mean, I like their Mimo Ochoa move. That was really nice. I think they signed someone else too. Salernitana is building themselves a really nice little team there. But I think we should be able to beat them. And then, wedged in between that Juve Salernitana, fixtures is Cremonese. We have to play Cremonese at home in the Coppa Italia.
Right.
And that's where I think you'll see some rotation and some,
I
want
to see Gaetano, Zerbin. I want to see all those guys. I want to see these guys.
Absolutely.
And it's not about like trying to scoff at Copa that we're not gonna. It's not that. It's have these guys let that be their task to win this Copa with our depth. You know what I mean? And maybe you give these guys a little bit more burn and give a break to our starters so they can be a little bit more match fit for the Campeonato as well as the Champions begins in February, but still, I want to see a few other guys on the field as well. It doesn't need to be Lobotka all the time or Anguissa all the time. You have the Gaetanos, you have the Zerbins, you have. Well, we'll have the new dude if Zanoli. The Zanoli contract is like finalizing, from what I understand, and then we're going to.
I believe Zanoli. Yeah, I believe Zanoli was re-signed, right?
They're trying to get. I think that's what they're trying to. They're trying to re-sign him officially and then loan him. And they're just, I guess, working out the final details, okay. Right? Okay. So that's what we're waiting on that. But it, according to reports, if there's any indication, that will most likely happen. So and that'll be and Contini, I think that'll be pretty much it as far as our Mercato for January. But but still, I would still like to see all of the players get time, especially during these other tournaments, because I really, really want to take the Scudetto and Champions League. Like I want to be fully focused on that, man. We have to be. This is our year, So
this is our year to lose. This is our Campeonato to lose, man.
Right. And stick around because we're going to talk about that towards the end of the podcast, the end of this episode. But we could do it. And I think would you consider this Inter game, like if they win, what kind of statement does that make? How does that make you feel? And I extend the question to everybody in the chat as well. Like if we win this game, if this is the one that you're really nervous about, if we win Wednesday.
If we win Wednesday, I'm not afraid of anybody. First of all, I'm not afraid of anybody anyway. Mm-hmm. But if we win, it's a statement. It's an emphatic statement. All this time gone, we come back, we beat Inter. Now Inter, I know they're pretty far behind us. I'll get the exact points in a second, but yeah, if we can beat a team like Inter on the road, on the match back from a break, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I mean, I think Dom might have said it in the chat here. We beat Inter, we're taking all 15 of those points, and that could very well be the case, and it looks like Killer Cam. I like what you were just put there and what he said. Killer Cam joins us and says, "Interview it. If they lose, they can't win the Scudetto."
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Dude,
'Cause
they're at
point,
30 now. So like if we
right,
beat them, we're
we're
15
like
ahead of them. 14 ahead of them.
14 points.
14.
I mean, yeah, even the whole even Lazio, I think in fourth is 11 points behind us as well. I mean, this is big, and we're
big.
8 points ahead of second. I mean, this is big when Juve was on that run, and anytime they had 10 points ahead in January, I mean, it wasn't looking good for the rest of the league. Now, Daniel says, I'll read it. I reiterate, I will make no predictions about the season or get my hopes up. All I will do is continue to enjoy the ride. Yes, we shall enjoy this ride, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember, at least since I started watching, since I follow Napoli heavy, mainly in the ADL era, seeing Napoli up this many points in the winter. So, man, I don't know how nervous I am.
I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read the fixtures for this Wednesday. Salernitana Milan right away. Boom.
Okay.
That's in Salerno with their new keeper, and I gotta say, like I said, I feel good about Salernitana. Maybe getting a result against Milan, that would be great. Sassuolo, Sampdoria, Spezia, Atalanta, 8:30. Torino, Verona, Lecce, Lazio at 10:30. Roma, Bologna at 10:30. Cremonese, Juve, 12:30. Now Juve again missing Vlahovic, missing Bonucci now too, missing Pogba, like you said. Pogba hasn't played a minute yet. Chiesa is back, but you got the kids playing. Fiorentina, Monza, and then Inter-Napoli, Udinese, Empoli. So this is a good, we have to win this game because the match of the round is easily Inter-Napoli. And the other teams are expected to win their games, so we've got to win. So is it a must-win? I mean, technically, no, it's not a must-win, but I think it's a must-win for Napoli to put that statement together. Like, you know what? We were off all this time, but we didn't skip a beat. We didn't lose a beat. And I don't care how we get the win, guys. Ugly or beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And probably will be a little ugly, I think.
It's probably going to be ugly. It's okay if it is, but, we can do it. We can do it. I have all the confidence in the world that we're going to win this game.
So,
also, though, a draw wouldn't hurt either. A draw would not. I would be just as happy, unless we're up, like we're up and we blow the lead in the last minute. I wouldn't be that upset at a draw in this match as well. So,
I'll take it. I'll take any point against Inter, to be honest, but I don't want no points. Raffa, let's lighten things up a little bit and let's give something away, right?
We're giving it away today, aren't we?
Giving it away. Yeah, so we did our little it was a Christmas giveaway, but obviously we waited till after New Year's. Why not? We did our Beast of the Match photo tile, just some that we created from this year's first quarter Beasts, which includes the Serie A Campionato, the Champions League, as well as the Beast of the Quarter, which was won by Frank Zambo Anguissa. And we were going to do one, but instead we're doing three giveaways. We're giving it away. So we went to our, all our social medias, the Twitter, the Instagram, and I hand chose some people from Discord, the usual suspects, the guys who are there every day, participating on the wall. They come in the watch parties. I wanted to show just how much I appreciate y'all, so I put you in here. There's a few duplicates I've noticed, which is fine. Hey, if you got 3 chances to win, why not? I don't mind, but obviously you only get one. So if you do get a repeat, we're gonna spin again and give it to somebody else. So just so you know, just full disclosure. But let's get that going, Raffa. Why not? Right?
Let's do it.
Let me go grab my cornhole.
Which one is the first one?
So here we are. We're gonna do the Discord first.
Okay, great.
We're gonna do the Discord first. There's a handful of your names. I mean, most you got you see it spinning there. You'll probably see your name. Again, these are all the dudes that have been really just make Discord great. So thank you, and let's see who wins first. Let's go for it. Let's click the spin here.
Oh, there goes the Cardinal.
And Fail's the new guy won. Congratulations, Fail.
Nice new guy.
You are the Discord winner You're the Discord winner for the photo towel.
Congratulations, Fail.
We'll let you know up in the Discord. All right. All right. So let's move on here. No, I don't want to know it. No, stop.
What's this?
No, that's nothing. This is Eric Fatima. Fatima, you win nothing.
Raff Bizarro is misleading you here.
All right,
Instagram.
Here we go.
All right, Instagram.
All right.
We had about what was it, like 29 Instagram?
Yeah, just 29. Yeah, 29
we had
on
a
the
good turnout for Instagram.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right, so who's going to win the Instagram contest here?
Let's give it a spin. Here we go. Raffa, keep your eye on the comments. Get
comments. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, but here we go.
I had it on full screen so I could see who wins.
That's all right. Here we go. Is that Cousin Luca? Is Cousin Luca winning?
Oh, Cugino Luca!
Congratulations to our second winner.
I should have said no family, but you know what? That's okay.
Hey,
listen, give him a call.
Raff, everybody's
live on the chat. Hold on.
Everybody's family. Let them know.
We're gonna keep live.
Okay. Tell him, hey, why isn't he on? He just won a prize.
I wonder if he's sleeping.
You think so? Did he work late last night?
If he doesn't answer, he doesn't win. No.
He doesn't. You have till midnight to
have the what a loser.
I'll leave him a message.
I will.
Leave him a message. Tell him you're live on TV.
I wonder if he even listens to his voicemails.
Tell him you're live on TV right now on YouTube, and he won.
Caro Gianluca, you have been selected as the winner on Instagram of the beautiful Beast of the Match tile art. You have 5 minutes to call me back.
Yeah.
By the way, you're live on the rant.
You're live on the rant, SoFlo.
Thanks for not answering the phone as usual. Ciao, Luca. All right. Gianluca wins the tile.
Gianluca, guys.
That's cool.
Oh man, congratulations! We got Feo, we got Luca. Now we got one more. This was from Twitter, guys. This was from Twitter. Although I want to know, I think Tri-State Napoli Club is on here, right?
Yeah,
they should be.
Are they?
Do you see it?
They are. I believe they are. No, were they on the? No, I think they were on the.
They were on the Instagram.
They were on the Instagram. That's right. The club was on the Instagram. Yeah, who would get that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
There's we would have 7 board members.
We would have.
We would have to have a different spin,
like a shootout or something.
Yeah, shootout.
All right, here we go. Twitter. This is the third and final photo towel prize.
A couple of these guys are in here now.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh, is it Vin? Is it?
Who is it?
Is that Fran?
Is it Pesh? Francesco! Oh man!
Congratulations!
Partenopei.
Congratulations, Fran. You are the third.
We should call Fran.
We should call Fran, right? I'll call him. Let's see where he's at.
Give him a call. See what he's doing.
Congratulations, guys. We'll reach out to you and we'll reach out. We
hope you like it.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what. I haven't had my hands on one, but it looks to be a beautiful piece.
It's nice, guys.
The nice matte black finish on the back. Yeah. I believe it's nice, and we're gonna have pretty soon. We'll be able to have the halfway.
Can you hear?
Mark.
Can you hear? Yo. Is that Fran? Fran, you're live on the rant right now. I just want you to know that.
Fran.
Okay. My computer's actually a little delayed from our phone call, but yeah.
Oh, is that? Are you watching? You're watching live?
Yeah, he's watching. He's in the comments.
All right, congratulations. You're the winner.
Thank you, brother.
I'm gonna drive it by. We're gonna fucking have some dinner at the bar.
There you go.
For sure, bro.
For sure.
We gotta get Fran at the next meet that you come to. We gotta get we got to get a picture with it. Like you got to bring
Definitely,
it with
he
you.
will. I'll do that. What happened?
Brother.
No
Sounds
doubt.
good. Sounds good.
All right, bro. You have a good night, man.
You too. We'll talk soon,
All
bro.
right, Forza Napoli.
Forza Napoli sempre. Listen,
I like this. Miguel's the Rudolph the Kid is auto disqualification.
Yo. Gaetano sta fumando. Sta drogado.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That was fun. Well, listen.
I'm happy we did that.
Listen, pretty soon we'll have the second quarter, right? The halfway mark.
Yes,
right.
It's coming up real soon. So
and we'll give that away again. That was a lot of fun.
We're
gonna do more giveaways, Raffy boy, right?
No, I definitely are. Keep Rudolph out of this.
Keep Rudolph out of this. Yeah, I agree.
Gaetano, he's going to his house. He's taking it. Lock it up, Fran. Gaetano's coming for it, bro.
You know, is it me or does Fran not look like an elf on the shelf? Like we need to make Fran an elf on the I need to buy a new elf on the shelf.
And it should have like Fran's face on it.
Name him Francesco, put the Napoli kid on him. You know, we'll put the reindeer kid on him, you know.
Raff
and Raff mugs.
Listen,
bro.
I'll tell you something about these mugs because you gotta like order minimums for these things. So if people really want these, if I can get about like 15 people to want a mug, I'll design a whole new mug, super cool. If you guys are really interested in it, man, hit us up. Let me know because I'm willing to do anything.
Yeah, and those are the ones that we have are old school. We got to get the newer one, the newer logo one.
Well, I made this one. This is supposed to be the new one with the new logo.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right.
I just did. I wasn't crazy about the way it came out, but I can make better ones.
Listen, we have time. We could do it.
Yeah.
There's Peroni numero due. Cheers, by the way.
Well,
Salute.
So here's listen. I have a question. And this goes out, Raffa. This goes out to you. This is going out to
everyone.
Beanies, mugs, beanies, bro. Beanies, bro.
Beanies.
I just ordered. Listen, I just ordered this beanie, custom beanie for something that I'm doing, and it came out really nice. So I'll get
do it.
To you
fitted hats. I'm sure people wear fitted hats too.
That's big. Fitted era hats. I need like 20 people.
New era. Yeah.
And we'll get some nice ones.
I'm sure we can get 20. We'll do it.
I can get fitted hats, but we need like 20 people. But anyway, guys, back to Napoli real quick.
What's your question, brother?
No, well, so there's a lot of different news, a lot of different opinions out there. I like to know who do we want to see. Now, you know, everybody's like, Kvara, he is going to make the difference. And I don't mean maybe if you want to start with just Inter and then kind of like go into the rest of the season. But I want to know from you, Raffa. We'll talk about it. I want to know from the chat. I want to know from anybody in the comments for the audio listeners. Who is it that you're excited to see? Is it Kvara? Is it going to be Tim? Are you nervous about Meret? Is it going to be Osimhen? You know, is it going to be Lobotka on the field? Is it going to be our beast of the quarter, Anguissa? Who are you really excited about to watch, and who do you think is going to be a real big difference maker for the second half of the season, Raffa? So I'm extending the question to everybody. I'm going to look in the chat, and as I'm looking at Raffa, if you want to like tell me yours, who can you not wait to see, whether it be this Wednesday or for the rest of the season? Who are you looking forward to? Who do you think is going to really make a big impact?
Well, I do. I before I answer that, I want to see a Tri-State Raff and Raff collab mug. I think that's a great idea. Definitely. Thanks, Gaetano, for that idea. We'll talk about that. Now, who do I want to see? I really want to see Osimhen. Like, put it this way. Yeah, there you go, Cal. I really want to see Victor Osimhen.
Okay.
Now,
I agree with you, by the way. I'm with you on that one. So go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I want to see everybody. I'm excited to see Kvaratskhelia back in action, tearing it up again. I'm excited to see Rahmani come back in, integrate. I really miss Lobotka. However, I want to see Raspadori too. Osimhen for me is key. And full disclosure, my plan was to try to get Oma Akatugba for this show.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that he's in Germany. It's late. He's done it before, but I think maybe when we went on a little earlier in the day, I think for one special, we may be able to get him in a little early. But I want to know where his head's at. I want to know, after missing a World Cup, thinking he was going to get there, right? Because Nigeria did do well. They did well in qualifying. They just couldn't make the cut, right?
Right.
And him sitting there having to watch a World Cup, knowing that, you know what, in 2026, all the confederations are getting more spots. So the likelihood of them making it to the World Cup and him being a part of it and a protagonist in it is very, very likely.
Right.
I'm really excited to see how
on U.S. soil.
On U.S. soil. Oh, that would be awesome.
Go on.
Hopefully Georgia could mount a nice little team. And
come on. Yeah, right.
But think about it like that. You know what I mean? Of all the players that missed out on the World Cup, you got Raspadori with Italy. You got Rachmani probably won't see a World Cup with Kosovo. You got Cholito didn't make the cut for Argentina, but maybe he will next time. Of all those players, Lobotka for Slovakia. Of all those players, Osimhen was probably my pick to feature in the World Cup this year that didn't make it. Okay. I really did see Nigeria qualifying for that World Cup, and it just didn't happen. And I would love to know how him having to watch a World Cup as a young man who expected to be there, whose team had quality to get there. Let's put it that way. They definitely had quality to get there. I would love to see how he does coming back and saying, you know what? Don't worry about the World Cup. I'm going to focus on getting, a Champions League or winning a Scudetto. You know what I mean? Going as far as he can in the Champions League. Because don't forget, he played that one game coming back from the Champions League and then kind of sat for the next one. And now that he's fully healthy, ready to go, his eyes are set on Frankfurt. And to get him to the right headspace for Frankfurt, that's another thing that I'm really happy about, is that we get to integrate more into the season again. And then the Champions League is in a month and a half. It's not right away. If it was right away, I think it would be a lot of pressure for us.
Right.
But
we have a little bit of almost a 2-month cushion before we start back in.
We have a hellacious January, and then we get into February.
Right.
I'm very excited and anxious to see what Osimhen's gonna do. He Capocannoniere, I believe he may be tied with somebody, I forget who, but I haven't checked in a minute. But definitely, in my opinion, was the player of October. I think he won that award. But the player of November should have been his. And they went to Leao. But I see him being the Capocannoniere this season, and I see him having
he's currently the leading goal scorer.
Top goal scorer, yeah.
With 9 goals.
And don't forget, he missed how many games? How many games did he miss with that thigh injury?
About like 4 weeks or so. 4 weeks or something like that. 4 or 5 weeks.
I mean, I think he's hungry. He's 24 now. He's ready to. Is he 24? Did he turn 24, or did he turn 23 this year?
Who?
Osimhen. His birthday was just last week.
He's 24 years old.
24. The kids actually put a nice video out there of their favorite goals. I don't know if you guys saw, but on my Twitter.
He was responding to a few too.
Yeah. I don't think he responded to that one, but that's okay. Victor knows the kids love him.
Raff, I'm gonna piggyback off you a little bit here because I'm glad you said Victor, because I think the same thing. And I know we're excited about Kvara. He's new to the team. He's covering a position that we were a bit underwhelmed with last season with Insigne. And I think there's a lot of hype around him. He's certainly a great player. He does good things. But I'm really curious to see Victor, because Kvara, he'll get his time. But I think this is kind of Osimhen's time. He's already been on the team for a couple of seasons. He's experienced a lot of adversity, as far as whether it be sickness or injury. And every time he's come back, he's showed up. Every time he came back even bigger and better almost. And we said that when he came back from injury, he was going to score goals. He did. Now I think, like you said, him watching the World Cup as a young man, kind of seeing him go by when we were confident that Nigeria could have made it. I think that's just going to fuel him even more. I think Victor Osimhen wants a trophy. Not just wants to succeed, but I really, really think he wants a trophy. I really think he wants to hold something to validate all the work he's done, not just with Napoli, but even before Napoli to get to this point. And I remember when he was out for the 4 weeks and people questioning, how's he going to fit in? He has to earn his way through.
Definitely.
I was like, guys, why are we shoving this man aside as if like he didn't earn his spot? I mean, no, it was up to the other guys to hold the spot down, keep it on ice. But that was Victor's spot always. And look what he's going to do. Right. Kvara is with great vision, great playmaking, great control on the ball. Certainly one to look out for, but he's not going to do it all himself. We need Victor to score goals, and he will. And one of the reasons why I'm not as nervous is because of Victor Osimhen against Inter. I think they're going to try to definitely hold him down. They know if you can take Victor out of the game, that Napoli is going to have a hard time. But I think with Kvara, with that back and forth, it's going to give the Inter defense a hard time to keep up and try to cover both these guys. And don't forget what we'll see from the midfield and the wings. I don't know who's going to play in the wing, but
that actually was just going to be my question. Who do you think starts, Lozano or Politano?
Let me tell you. So here's the deal. You remember when it was like what was it, last season or the season prior? Maybe it was the Gattuso year when he didn't let Politano play against Inter when he wanted it. I want to see Politano play against Inter. I really think he has a chip on his shoulder with them, and I think he wants to beat them. If Politano plays tomorrow, I think he scores a goal. Honestly, I think he scores a goal if Politano plays. He gets one goal at least. One goal, maybe even an assist. And I think you're going to see he'll be the X factor almost more so than Kvara. I really think deep down Politano wants to go at Inter. And I'll be really surprised if they let Chucky start. I don't think Lozano gets to start. But we'll see. No, I don't know. I don't know if it gets to start.
I can see Politano getting the start as well because, Chucky played in the World Cup. He did play in the World Cup, and he got back a little later. You know what I mean? Then they were out in the group stage, so he came back as soon as he could. But you have Politano there that's been with them, and he didn't have any matches to play, so I think maybe he does get a start, like you said. Not that that's a bad thing, because Chucky off the bench for me.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not
fine. Yeah,
I almost prefer it against Inter. But I think if I had to choose, my theory it would be Politano, Victor Osimhen, and Kvara on the left. That would be my attack, my front three for this game, and we'll see. I think you will see Zielinski, Lobotka, and Guisa without a doubt starting, and I think more than likely you'll probably see Kim, Juan Jesus. I wonder if we're going to see Oliveira start. And then, of course, Di Lorenzo. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Oliveira gets the nod for this one. Or maybe,
I don't know.
But he played.
I don't know. But here's the beauty part is that it's a toss-up, I think except for Kim and Zielinski, I think everybody else, and Anguissa, the other two kind of sit on the bench, Don't forget, we've got a match, just on Sunday right after, where proper rotation is probably necessary, So I would go same lineup as you, except Mario Rui in place of Oliveira. And if Rahmani is fit, Rahmani in place of Juan Jesus. I could see Juan Jesus starting over Rahmani more than I can see Oliveira starting over Mario Rui.
Okay.
Like if I were to pick one of your two to switch and I have to keep the other, I would say Juan Jesus will start and Mario Rui will start.
I want to read something from. I'm sorry. Go on.
And then I was going to say, and then obviously Meret in net, and that's how it's going to be.
Sure. Daniel said, I know Politano wants to go against Inter, and that's why I don't want him starting. He's going to try to be the guy and turn into 2021 Insigne on the right. Dan, you have a point. I mean, I'll give you that. But that's the thing. On any other day or against any other team, I would probably agree that maybe Politano would do something like that. But I think at this day, you give that little bit of extra, that little, you get a little bit of that extra fire in you to go up against this team and try to prove something. Now, can that equate into him trying to be this ball hog on the right? I don't know, maybe, because don't forget, we have Kvara on the left, and the game could very well go on the left side. But in this case, I just think he puts in that little bit of extra to really try to get that goal if he starts. And I think he wants to be an antagonist in this game if he were to start. And I think Osimhen wants to be a huge antagonist for this game. I think Osimhen is going to try to score like 2 goals. That as somebody called a 3-1. I think
Dom called it.
Dom.
Yeah.
I think Dom BX said that, and it's not a bad take, man. If those human elements all combine, then you could see something like that. Leonardo Rodriguez asks, anyone got an update on Rahmani's health? He's back in training. I know that. He's back with the squad. He's supposed to be fit. I think it's coming down to whether or not Spalletti wants to start him quite yet. So, he might wait till after the Inter game, but I don't think there's any certainty right now, but I know he is supposed to be back at it. He's supposed to be much better and very close.
Well, there's also no reason to rush him back.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
He's covered. He's covered.
He's covered, and there's no reason to rush. I mean, it's not like we did really bad without him. We're in first place by 8 points without him. I think he'll be all right.
Dom says, Osimhen hat trick, man.
Another one. That'd be 2 in the season.
I think he'll have a hard time to get a hat trick against Inter, but I still think he'll get multiple goals, possibly. Maybe one from Kvara.
Yeah,
Kvara.
Yeah, that was 2. Osimhen 2, Kvara 1.
Kvara 1.
Yeah.
Maybe Politano 1. Maybe 4-1. Shit. Maybe 4-0. Maybe Meret pulls. Maybe Meret pulls the fire out his ass that we were all waiting for, and gives it to Inter, man. It's really going to come down to how our defense is going to perform and how they're going to shut down their attackers. Is Lukaku coming off the bench or is he starting? Is Laturo playing, or I think Laturo's out?
That's a good question. I'm looking that up now. Actually, I'm looking up our probables. Sky has Juan Jesus starting. Di Lorenzo, Kim and Jay, Juan Jesus, and Mario Rui. No, I'm sorry, Oliveira.
Who's this?
Sky Italia. With Anguissa, Lobotka, Zielinski, Politano, Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen. So yeah, Sky picked your lineup actually, Ralph.
Yeah, we'll see it.
Sky knows what's up.
Sky knows the deal. Sky knows Bizz. Bizz knows
Sky knows the Bizz. I can tell you that the freaking Meazza is sold out. Tutto Eusarito. Sold out for this one. It's going to be a good one, man. This is going to be a good one. I'm looking for some news on if Lautaro will be back. Boy, they need him, don't they?
Yeah. Do you think really... I wonder? I mean, listen, with what could happen in the midfield, and with this uncertainty as far as their strikers, man, who knows? Inter might have a hard time scoring, but I just think they, are they going to sit back and defend as much as they can to try to keep Napoli out the game? I think it might come down to one of these grinding games. So it'll either be some tie with a lot of grinding. It'll be a boring game, or we're going to break through and then the floodgates are going to open, man. And we're going to see it coming from Osimhen or Kvara or Politano if he starts. I mean, shit, even Lozano, if he starts, I can probably see him doing something too. But either way, Victor is the guy I want to see. I think Victor is the guy that wants a trophy. I think Victor is the guy who wants the most success right now. I think he wants it more than anybody on this team right now. If I had to choose who wants the trophy the most, I think it's him, man. Among others as well. Don't get me wrong, but I really think it's him. I really think he's that competitive, and I think he's looking forward to getting out there. I think he can't wait. I think he did see the World Cup and was like, damn, I wish I was there. I'm going to do this. And, you know, Victor's got to go for it now, man. This is where he has to take that jump that he needs to do to get to the next level. And I'm praying that jump happens Wednesday. It starts Wednesday and continues to the life of his career, man.
Right. Sky reports that Inter are going to start with you're going to go with a 3-5-2. It's Onana in goal, Skriniar, Acerbi, Bastoni in defense, Dumfries, Barella, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan, and Di Marco in the mid with Dzeko and Lukaku. So they're saying that Lautaro may likely start on the bench against Napoli. So it may come in later. That was from Sempre Inter, actually. That was from our buddy Nima at Sempre Inter. But they're reporting Sky's reporting that. So, I mean, with Lukaku coming off the bench for them, Lautaro coming off the bench for them, in a as needed situation. I really could see this being something that we can pull off here. And I like what Dan writes there, that Victor misses a month and still the top scorer.
He's the truth, bro. Victor's the truth right now, man.
Victor is the truth.
And Kvara just adds to it all, but Victor is the truth, man.
I was talking, I think today about today or this weekend. They all meshed together. I don't remember. But how crazy is it that at the beginning of the season, before the season started, I kept saying was, Kvaratskhelia going to light this league up. Kvaradona. He's going to light this league up. Watch. And my guys at the barbershop were like, yeah, whatever. You talking shit again, as always, blah, blah, blah. But, hey, was I right or was I right?
He certainly is. He's magical.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Osimhen, Capocannoniere, but Kvara MVP of the season.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. I mean, it's a recipe for winning, and the two of them together on the pitch is great. And
well, you know what, Raffa, then let's segue into our final topic. I'm going to put a little closing music on because we need to get out of here soon. But let's close this episode with this big question. What do you think, Raffa?
Let's do it
here. I'm going to put this on. And the question is, this is a hard question, and this could almost be a whole episode, but I want to know from all of you, the Scudetto to lose.
Is it Napoli's Scudetto to lose?
Right. Considering everything we just said, the MVP, what's, the fact that we may have the Capocannoniere, this depth that we haven't seen in a while, the points that we haven't seen in a long time. I mean, just everything that's been transpiring. Could this be truly, truly, truly the year that if Napoli would have not win the Scudetto, is it their fault?
Oh, well, that's 100%. That's 100%. Like, I get where Dan's coming from, where he says no comment, because I don't want to say the S word myself.
Well, Dan has certainly expressed his feelings about all that.
Sure,
so
but
at least he's consistent.
Let's be analysts and be real, right here. Mm-hmm. This is it. This is the one. This is the one that you try to book tickets and arrangements to Naples for. You know what I'm saying?
If you had to bet.
Even would you
buy the insurance?
Last season we were talking about
Raffa. Would you buy would you buy the insurance on your tickets?
Yeah.
If you had to buy them, like,
would I buy the insurance?
Like you could cancel the ticket if you had to choose. If you had to choose between buying a ticket to Napoli right now for the end of the season to watch Napoli, would you buy those tickets cheaper, but you can't get your money back? Or would you buy the tickets with the insurance on there? That way you could get your money back or reschedule or whatever.
I would go all out and buy the tickets with cheaper with no insurance. For this season, yes.
Okay.
Again, it has a lot to do with the fact that, we've been up before, but we've never been 8 points up before. In this juncture, with the way we're playing, there's no doubt on anyone's mind that this is Napoli's Scudetto to lose. If Napoli lose this Scudetto, it is on them. It's not on referees. It's not on other teams. It's on them. It's on them.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is their campionato to lose. Now, will they win with a big gap? That's my question, I guess. Like will it be a situation where we drop some games and let some teams in and come back? That's what's scary for me. I'd rather go and clinch this thing early and then fly there to celebrate.
Yeah.
Rather than, book a March ticket.
All right.
Or book a ticket,
What is your smallest cushion of points that you're willing to accept? I'm gonna blurt mine out. Mine is 6 points. I don't want to see us go under 6 points from second place.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there.
If we can stay above 6
maybe
points,
I'll say 7. I'll say
we're
7.
We're at
7
8
is
now.
more,
We're at 8 now.
Right. Well, 7 points is more than 2 games.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
You get 7 points. 7 points. And the way we've been playing, again, if we can, okay, how about this? If we go unbeaten, right? If we go unbeaten in the next 4 matches, right? That puts us at what? That puts us at 17 wins and 2 draws.
Let's say
right?
5, right? Because we spoke about it earlier in the episode. Let's say 5 games.
5 what? Points?
5 games. The next 5 games. If we can stay undefeated.
Right. No. But what I'm trying to say is that there's 4 games left of the first half of the season. We're at week 16 now. So 16, 17, 18, 19. The Salernitana game is the last game of the first half of the season.
Okay.
We win all those games, or we go unbeaten in we win all those games. We win out, right? So now we've beaten Roma, Inter, Lazio, Juve, Milan. We've beaten the Atalanta. We've beaten those teams. Beat them, right? Most likely we'll gain the tiebreak on most of those teams. Should we slip up and draw or lose to them?
Okay.
Chances are we can control a tiebreak, right?
Okay.
So at 7 points up, that gives teams 3 games to come back at, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be any less than 3 games out of the reach, right?
Okay.
Because if think about it, if it comes down to the end of the season and we're 7 points up, and we lose the last 2, we lose a few games, and now teams have to come back, right?
Right.
I want to be in a situation where if we end up tied in points, we've got the tiebreak on all these big teams.
Fair.
That's where I want to be.
Fair.
That's when a 7 point, maybe a 6 or 7 point cushion will be good enough.
Well, for 6 is like for me, it's like bare minimum. That's it. Like,
bare minimum 6.
Bare minimum is 6.
7 is my number. 7 points.
7 points.
So we're 8 right now.
I wanted to get it as soon as possible. I'm sorry. And not have to wait till the last day, man. Because if we have to wait till the last day to win at this point, means something bad happened.
Something happened, right?
Something bad, like we
So
slipped
the
up.
question is, do you
Milan.
book the tickets? Do you book the tickets for the end of May into June, or do you book the tickets for like, so let's say we keep this 8-point deficit, right?
Well, let's not complicate it too much as far as when, but I just want to know, just to keep it simple, man. Let's just keep it. I don't want to.
I got you.
I just want to know like where your heart's at. Everybody in the chat was like, no insurance. They're going balls to the wall, all out. They're buying the cheaper ticket. They're buying the cheaper ticket. They're confident they'll get it right now. So, hey, I'm going to die on this sword, too. End of May to mid-June. Anyway, guys, let's get a Forza Napoli sempre going in the chat. We're about to get out of here. Super excited for Wednesday, man. I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I do have a... Before we go. I know you said to keep it simple, but I have a pretty funny scenario here.
Go on.
Right? If Napoli were to be 8 points ahead all the way through, let's say the rest of the season they go 8 points ahead, right?
Okay.
And the number doesn't change, 8.
Okay.
Maybe 7, like I said, 7, right? 8, 7. Napoli would clinch the Scudetto on Sunday, May 21st at the San Paolo against Inter.
Wow. That is pretty good. Look at that. When is it? Tell everybody again.
That would be the weekend of, and I can't say it's Sunday, May 21st. It's whenever the Serie A decide to schedule the game. But the weekend of the 21st would be when Napoli would clinch the Scudetto. So the question is, do I miss my anniversary and go to Italy for that game?
Yes. Bring her with you. Allie.
I want to bring her with me.
Allie,
she doesn't...
Allie, you gotta understand. You I love you. And I want Raffa to and you to have a great time for your anniversary. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Allie. If Raffa is not in Napoli for that moment, he's not gonna be happy regardless. And it has nothing to do with you or your company, because it's great.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Can I stop you right there?
Let me stop you right there. Yeah, that's not entirely true. Yes.
Raffa.
Listen to me. A dream of mine is this. A dream of mine is for Napoli to win the Scudetto for the first time since the Maradona days.
Okay.
For me to be in Naples with my father. It's a lifelong dream of mine.
Yeah.
Right? Right? It is. However, since that dream, we've built, Ralph, you and I, and with everybody here in this community, we've built a big enough and a good enough fan base group of friends. Whereas if they can't make it to Italy for this, we can party in NYC.
Fine.
You know what I'm saying?
But come on.
That's where I'm. No, I know. It doesn't compare, man. It doesn't compare. Obviously, you want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I would love nothing more than for Allie to be with me in Naples celebrating.
Of course.
But the feeling is that she doesn't want the trip to be only about Napoli, whereas that's a trip that can only be about Napoli.
Okay, all right. So if you could do Napoli first, like Napoli celebration, because let's keep it real. I mean, the whole trip doesn't have to be all about Napoli, but
no, it doesn't.
Half
but
of it
most of it's going to be centered around.
If we can do like, the 3 days of festivities or whatever in Napoli for the team, but then afterwards maybe 3 days in Ravella somewhere, or
well, that's the plan. If she decides to come with me, which I would love more.
3 days Napoli, next 3 days Allie, nothing but Allie and Raffa.
But Allie would be in Napoli. Allie would be involved in the Napoli whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's involved whether she likes it or not. You're rock for fucking Respo. Listen, you know what you signed up to. Look at this man. He has a Napoli Christmas tree. Like, Allie, you know what's going on here.
Raise the tree, bro.
You're gonna get. I'm not saying you can't have the anniversary.
Bro, she built this Napoli Christmas tree. This was her.
She put the things in the. She's fucking going to Napoli with you. And she's gonna have a great time. She's gonna have a great time, and you're gonna enjoy the hell out of it. And you're gonna be so happy that she's there with her, that you're gonna have this wild anniversary.
Listen,
and it's gonna be the best one ever.
It would be the best one ever.
Wherever you guys end up, it's gonna be the best one ever.
We have some logistics to work out. That's for sure.
Hey.
But Ken, what's up? Ken's going to be in Italy. I think Ken's going to Napoli Juve. I believe
in 9 days, right?
I believe he's going to Napoli Juve.
So
is Antonio. Look at this, Antonio Lagata. I'm going to see Napoli Juve with my dad and my son in a week. Can't wait. That's my dream right there. Going to a game with my father and the kids. Well, and I want Allie to be there too. The family, just to experience that. That would be. That's
a great experience.
That's
really
my dream. That's my dream.
If you enjoy sporting events, going to a Napoli game actually is super fun. No matter who you are, and but yeah, there's a big contingent of people going to this Juve game. I know Dom was asking me. Dom BX was going. He's like, "Yo, you know anybody going?" I was like, "I'll put it out there." But here we go. There's like
is going. Dom's going. Antonio's going. Ken's gonna be there.
Oh, hey, there's the crew. We want pictures. We better see some. Pictures.
Get it. I'm sure Bowen will be there too. I gotta believe.
I gotta ask.
He's gonna try to drive down for that. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, listen. That is Raffa. All the time we have for tonight.
Yes.
Super excited. Can't wait. Great episode as always, man. We are back at it. And I really missed it, guys. Just full disclosure. I missed all you guys, man. I missed doing this.
Yeah.
Like my life felt slightly empty without all you guys in the rant like Monday just wasn't the same anymore. I was sitting on my couch doing not this stuff.
Yeah, doing not this. That's right.
Doing not this. Yes, Bowen will be there. Bowen's definitely that's automatic.
Hey, so here's my question.
Yes.
Will we be back on Wednesday for a post-match? We don't have
probably
to be
not.
Right. We probably not. Okay,
probably
so we
not.
won't be back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna we'll be back in our usual time slot. I think Raffa
Monday.
From here on out, Mondays, and that's it. Only because Wednesday I might have a few things going on. I don't want to make any promises. So.
It's all good. All good.
All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, fellas and bellas all over the world. Thank you again. Thank you to all the audio listeners. Thank you to the live chat for coming out tonight. It feels so good to be back. Rafa, great shows.
It
always
does feel good. Yes, it was a great show. Nice to be back as well. We're looking forward to a really, really good year, good end of the year here, good beginning of the new year. 2023.
Yes, sir.
We're looking forward to a growth for our brand, and we are very excited about some things that are coming up. And yeah, hey, look for we won't be on Wednesday after the game, but look for our Twitter account for the Beast of the Match. We'll be back next Monday, right? Where we'll talk about the game against Sampdoria.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that's it. But until next time, Forza Napoli sempre, guys. Ciao,
ciao, guys. Ciao.